So we have Rosemarian from Netherlands. The question is, Acharya ji, Rumi became free by being the huntee and by letting go being a hunter. Can you go into this switch some more? And what we can do or not do to be cooperative in this transition? There are many ways one can proceed about this. Please see. First is, and it is the first because the immediate always strikes me the most. Not concepts, not examples, but the immediate. And what is the immediate? The immediate is that you are asking this question. Look at your question. You are saying that instead of a hunter, you want to become the hunted. Instead of the hunter, you want to become the hunted. And you are asking, how do you be more cooperative to enable this transition? Isn't the transition already happening? Isn't the deer already petitioning to the lion to be killed? Why else are you asking this question? The common instinct of self-preservation would dictate that if you come across what Rumi has just said to you, you hide, you shy away, you pretend as if you never read Rumi. But instead of running away, you are coming to me asking how you can get more easily hunted. You want to make it more facile for yourself to be hunted, to disappear, to die. Now that you are doing even without knowing the answer to your question. You are asking me, how do I get hunted? And even before I can answer, you have already asked the question, have you not? Obviously, my answer is coming after you have asked the question. But look at the question. You have asked the question to get hunted. And you are asking how to get hunted. You already know. Your question is not needed. Maybe you do not consciously know. Maybe you want an academic answer from me. Maybe you want an answer from me that would enable the mind to feel as if it knows the method to surrender. But even without knowing the method, see how you are eager to surrender. Had you not been eager to surrender, why would you have asked this question? Which means that the how is not needed. It's like reaching a doctor and then asking him, how do I reach you? But you have already reached him. Once you ask, how do I get hunted? You have already demonstrated the willingness to be hunted. Nothing more is needed. I am in India. You are in Holland. You found me out, didn't you? How exactly did you do that? Well, yes, you can quote facts, you can come up with instances, you can say it was situational, circumstances helped you, YouTube helped you, and so on and so forth. But really, is it all about situations, circumstances, and YouTube? It's more than that. You will never know how you discovered me. You will never know how I reached out to you. It happens. You may think that you just saw a particular thumbnail on the margins of your YouTube screen and you got curious and you clicked and something opened and then you discovered Acharya Prashant and then you found that there is a particular way to contact and you called up and you met somebody and they helped you enroll and now you are interacting with me. All that is so superficial, so superficial. Do you know exactly what is happening beneath the veneer? It's a very old dance drama being played out again and again, over and over again. Hmm? That which we are is always looking for somebody. Yes? And that looking cannot be in the same dimension in which we anyway are. Reasons, methods, practices, they all belong to our zone, our sphere, our dimension. If you have to look for a cup of coffee, there is a how to it. If you have to look for a job, there is a how to it. If you're looking for a new and pretty desk, or if you're looking for an address, there is a how to it. All of them exist in the same world as you do. So you can apply your intellect, your methods, your clever algorithms, and you'll reach. But reaching them anyway does not suffice. You have reached so many times. Your reaching is infinite, and so is your failure. You want to reach some other dimension, and if you want to reach some other dimension, the tricks of your dimension do not suffice there. Even if they are very polite tricks, even if they appear to be very surrendered tricks, that which you are trying to find since ages, since centuries and millennia, does not come to you through your efforts. Oh, it does not come to you without your efforts either. So you had to log in at the right time. It must be nearing midnight where you are. No, not quite. I'm reminded that it would be closer to morning. It happens. Just don't obstruct it. Hmm? Even as you think that you are the hunter, you are anyway already being hunted. Your destiny is to fall prey. Your destiny is the great death, the great dissolution. The question is of time and convenience. How easy do you want to have it for yourself? And how much time do you want to spend running around? The great hunter is in no hurry. He has decided the outcome, the match is fixed. But how do you proceed towards that outcome depends on you. Ultimately, that which is going to happen is predetermined. It is so very predetermined that you can even say that it has already happened. But you live in the dimension of time. How you would spend this time and how much time would you take to finally come to your dissolution depends on you. That's why in the East, there is the myth of births and rebirths. All of that means time. And how much time you take depends on you and your actions. And that is why the theory of karma is related to punarjanma, rebirth. Don't obstruct, that's all. You have asked rightly, what can we do or not do to facilitate the hunt? Yes, there is a lot that you must not do. What is it that you must not do? Try being less of yourself. That which we are finds very difficult to remain, to stand up. So it creates all kinds of support systems around itself. My advice to you is, find out your own support systems and get rid of them. The things that you keep around yourself, the company that you keep. Watch honestly if all of that is just an effort to ensure your safety. Those who want to be hunted down must not care for their safety. If you belong to a developed country, then safety is a very important value there. One ensures all kinds of securities for himself, and if one does not ensure, there is a society and the government to ensure safety, security of all kinds. Now it becomes a curious situation. The hunter is waiting with his bow and arrow. All right, a modern gun. And here you are in your citadel of safety, confined, assured, armored. He would still anyway hunt you down, but why are you making it difficult for him? Difficult for yourself. Why are you making it difficult for yourself? You'll have to learn to enjoy displeasure. You may find that there is great joy in displeasure. Those who care too much for their pleasure, for their willingness, for their personal consent, remain confined to the personality. If you have a fetish for being hunted, you'll have to learn to enjoy bathing in your own blood. Grotesque, no? Weird, terrible, bathing in one's own blood. But then you began it. Rumi came with his mischief and instigated you. And then off you go, asking, how do I get hunted? You know what it means to get hunted? Have you ever seen a man or animal getting hunted? It is actually bathing in its own blood. So learn to be alright with pain. Learn to be alright with displeasure. Learn to be alright with blood. A moment will come when you will realize that all of that meant nothing. But before that moment comes, there would be suffering. And when there is suffering, the suffering appears real. You'll have to learn to look at that which appears real and yet have faith that it is not quite real. Read how Rumi lived, and you will get some cues. But then you already have those cues, don't you? So much of YouTube is about rainbows, flowers, and puppies. And yet you found me out. So you're already into the bizarre. Good luck to you.